Hello everyone. So today I want to show you my February Essential Rewards order from Young Living. If you don't know, I've done a whole video about what Essential Rewards is and I will link it below. But essentially Essential Rewards is Young Living's rewards program that just allows you to order every month if you want. It's totally optional. You don't have to be on the rewards program. It's not like other things where you sign up and then they just start charging you every month and you're like, what? That's not what I signed up for. So you don't have to do it every month, but if you do order at least 50 PV every month, then you just get a lot of free products and points back to redeem for more free products. So if you're on a natural journey wanting to transition all of your products and things in your home and your personal care items and makeup and all of that to non-toxic, Essential Rewards is just an awesome program to be on because it's just the most affordable way to do it, because every time you spend money you get free stuff and points back to redeem for more free stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my order this month. So the first thing is actually, so at the end of January, and if you're not following me on Facebook or Instagram, you should, because if you ever want to know about any good promotions going on with Young Living, I always post about it as soon as we know the sale is going on. And so at the end of January, they were doing buy a Thieves Roller, get a 5 milliliter bottle of Thieves for free. And I rub Thieves in the roller bottle on my spine every morning to just support my immune system, and I diffuse Thieves all the time to just cleanse the air and boost my immune system and keep my house smelling clean and purified. So I took advantage of that deal. That's the only thing I got, but of course I didn't technically receive it until February, so I'm including that on this order. The next thing I got also was a deep relief roller. And I think I've shown roller bottles before, but if you're curious, they're just 10 milliliters and they're really nice. It comes with a really nice metal roller bottle, and it's that really nice roller bottle where enough comes out but not like too much. If you've ever used roller bottles, you might have experienced how sometimes you like keep rubbing and nothing's coming out, and then other times you'll have a roller bottle that like you barely swipe it on your hand and like your hand is full of oil as if it wasn't a roller bottle, it was like a dropper. So I really love their roller bottles because it like dispenses the perfect amount. And so I use Deep Relief because I have a lot of tension in my neck area and my like shoulders. And of course I use it in other areas sometimes as well. But I use this in between being able to take like an Epsom salt bath or get a massage or whatever. I just love using this. And I really like it because it has that really cooling feeling, but it's not just like a cooling feeling that like relieves the pain just like for a few minutes while it's cooling. It's exactly what it says, deep relief. Like you feel it like deeper, and I actually feel it like relieve some of the tension. Like it's really difficult to explain, but it's like a little bit of a feeling of like after you get a massage, you've been having an ache in your shoulder and then you kind of feel it like relieved a little bit. So that's why I love Deep Relief. So I had to restock up on that. Next thing, this month I mostly just did restocking of stuff, but I got Sulfurzyme and Multigreens, which are two supplements or vitamins that I take every day. So I've talked about both of these before actually, but Sulfurzyme is basically, it has MSM and Nisha wolfberry and enzymes in it. And if you don't know, because of the farming, especially in America, they don't replenish the soil. And so we are really deficient in sulfur. You should be able to get it from fruits and vegetables, and you can get a little bit, but again, because they don't replenish the soil before regrowing more, we really don't have much sulfur in our diets. And sulfur just does so many things in your body. A lot of people just being deficient in sulfur can cause a lot of joint pain, just a lot of things. And so since sulfur is something that we're really supposed to get in our diet, but we don't, as well as enzymes, I've done a whole video the cleanse at the beginning of the year where I discuss the importance of enzymes. I can link that below as well. But enzymes just help everything in your body. They help you digest, they clean your blood, they repair scar tissue, they repair just everything in your body. I mean, people don't talk about enzymes, but enzymes do everything in your body, so they're so important. So I do take sulfurzyme every day, and then I also take multigreens every day. Again, that is because same principle. I do try and eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, but because the soil isn't replenished and the quality of our fruits and vegetables isn't as great, I've heard that like now compared to like 50 years ago, you'd have to eat like 20 oranges in order to get the nutrients that was in an orange before. I don't know the exact numbers, but you get the point. Like there's just not as much nutrients in our fruits and vegetables as there used to be. And so I just choose to eat fruits and vegetables as much as I can, and then on top of that, supplement it with a multi-greens supplement that makes sure I'm getting all of the greens that I need. And it also has some of those gross greens that we don't want to consume. Like you've probably heard of like spirulina and alfalfa, kelp, some things that are amazing to have in your diet and you can buy in like other supplements and drink or add to smoothies. Personally, I would rather just have it in a capsule that I'm not gonna taste. So that is why I love taking multigreens, and I take it again every day. Next, I restocked on their Cinefresh deodorant, and so I've been using their deodorant for a while. I used to use their old deodorant when they had in a different recipe, and I'll be honest, it didn't work that well for me. But then again, when you switch to a natural deodorant, they do say that you go through like a detox period where you're gonna smell a little bit. I don't really know if that's true, but I noticed that once I switched to this one, because in July of last year, June or July of last year at the convention, they did release a new recipe, and I have had no issue since using this deodorant, and I really like the smell of it. It's it says Cinefresh. You'd think it smells a little bit like cinnamon and like citrusy, but I don't know, it's really it just smells really fresh, honestly. Next, I have talked about this also in a video before, so I can link that below, but I diffuse lavender and cedarwood every single night for sleep. It helps so much. Cedarwood helps to release melatonin in your brain, and especially because of how much blue light we look at every day, it messes with your circadian rhythm, which basically can like confuse your brain into like not knowing it's bedtime and not knowing it's nighttime. And so when you lay down to go to bed, it could take a while to go to bed, or you might not sleep deep enough. And so I love to use cedarwood, and then lavender. I mean, lavender's just known for being like such a relaxing, soothing scent. And I like the combination of the two for every night when we go to bed. And my husband loves it too. And even if I'm not home or not here that night, or I get home after he goes to bed or whatever, he is diffusing it too. So it's not just for women, men love natural products too. You just have to sometimes take a little more time to prove to them that they work, and then they will love it. Next, I got a 5 milliliter bottle of Awaken, and I'd never tried Awaken before, but I'm always willing to try a new oil, and I saw on some people I follow on Instagram that they were using this oil and that it smelled really good with Thieves diffusing, and so I love the smell of Thieves. I love the smell of Thieves with Divana or orange or lemon or lime, or I really like to mix it up. But sometimes when you're diffusing in your home, not just for health purposes, but for like in replace of candles and wanting your home to smell good, it's really fun to try out a new blend. It's like before you switch to non-toxic, it's like getting a new candle that smells really good. So I want to try Awaken, and I heard it can be really like brightening and refreshing in the morning. So I'm really excited to try that. Okay, next, as you can see, I'm actually have a new background, and that is because my husband and I have moved into our first house. And so I actually have a house tour up on my YouTube channel. If you want to check that out, I'll also link that below. So many videos. But because of that, and I knew I was gonna have my own big kitchen, I was so excited. So Young Living sells this really cool vitality kit, and I was really excited to have a kitchen, and I wanted to just have some, I needed kitchen stuff, and they sell this really cool vitality kit. Then the main thing I was excited about is the bamboo oil rack and the vitality oils that it comes with. But let me show you. So first, it comes with just 4 silicone utensils and a whisk. Nothing too exciting there. But it comes with this really beautiful bamboo oil rack that I wanted for my kitchen because I do cook with vitality oils quite a lot. And so I wanted to have this like stepped oil rack to put in my cupboard or on my counter and have it look really pretty to display my vitality oils that I cook with. And then next, it did come with this pretty nice mixing bowl with silicone. I like it because when I'm mixing on the counter, it doesn't slide around. It does on the inside have like measurements, like 1.5 liters to 4 liters, so I like that. And what I really like is that it came with a lid. I love mixing bowls that come with lids because then if you make something in the mixing bowl that needs to go in the fridge, you don't have to use like saran wrap or aluminum foil or anything. You could just put the lid on it and put it directly in the fridge. And then as I mentioned, it came with 5 vitality oils. So it comes with orange, cinnamon, lavender, rosemary, and peppermint. So if you don't know, the FDA, their regulations are crazy, but basically they say that they don't have the resources or money or time or whatever to monitor all cosmetics and all products on the market. And so I've talked about that and why, because of that, it's important to do your research when getting into essential oils and why I choose Young Living. But because of that, they do monitor anything that is marked safe for consumption, but they don't monitor cosmetics. And so because of that, no one is allowed to mark anything as safe for all 3. You can't say that it's safe to wear, use like aromatically, and to consume. And so that is why Young Living isn't allowed to mark their other essential oils as safe to consume because they can only mark it as 2, safe to wear and safe to diffuse. And so they have this whole separate line called Vitality that is in the white bottles that is monitored by the FDA and marked safe for consumption. And technically they have to say that because it's safe for consumption, it's not safe for wearing and diffusing, even though it's the same exact oil. Of course, it's the same oil. They have the same quality standards for every oil. I mean, their quality standards are ridiculously good. Like, I can't even believe how much effort they put into hand planting, hand weeding, hand harvesting things. The amount of research and lab tests they do is amazing. I've shared some videos from them that they've done about that on my Facebook page. So if you want to follow me there, you'll have those resources. But anyway, I was really excited because I like to cook with those oils. And then it came with a Vitality cookbook. And I was really excited because it has some really beautiful recipes of just, if you're just getting started with cooking with oils. It's the same thing as seasonings, but they're way more strong and powerful. So it's good to have like a guide when getting started of like, should I use half a drop or like, I don't know. So I love having a cookbook that kind of walks me through that and gives me some cool recipe ideas. I mean, doesn't this stuff just look delicious? It just makes you want to buy this just to have the recipes and cook it. And lastly, I got patchouli as the promo this month. So yeah, that's everything. Thanks so much for watching.